Hello guys, hope everybody is doing well and welcome to another Astroforex YouTube video. Today's focus of the video is going to be directed towards the euro dollar, and I'm going to keep it focused on the euro dollar because I do feel like we are ready for another upside leg. I just want to go over a couple things in regards to some recent pieces of analysis, some recent pieces of work, and where and why I think euro is going to where I think it's going. Now, currently it's 7:20 a.m. and me and the guys are updating the Everything FX website. For you guys who are fresh and new to EFX, we look at the we update EFX every single day by 8 a.m. That's today's technicals, our most popular page on the site. So today's technicals, I'm looking at the euro dollar going long. Yesterday I called GBP AUD shorts. From the highs, we did spot a reversal, especially from last Friday's closure. We had some data out of Australia, which has pushed this pair down overnight, but it's coming to our heavy supportive region. Another instance where technicals I've already more or less painted the picture as to what fundamentals can come and do. GBP JPY as well, we are looking for a reversal from around the 152.50 region back to 150 and even beyond as well. So some days I go more or less kind of in detailed with my captions and whatnot, and some other days it's pure and simple and the chart does most of the talking. Quickly, the reason why I started on this page, the website, is because I just want to show you a couple of the new features if you are not yet aware. So over here we have our top 10 EFX watch list, and we also have a breaking news section. Recently, what's been very popular is our Bitcoin page, our Bitcoin articles. So here you can find some of the most recent articles, which are more or less published upon major news news announcements. Breakouts in price and so forth. Posted this literally yesterday, 1,800 views already, so get involved guys, some top quality work from our team over here. If I just go back though to this page, as mentioned, any new articles do get pushed to the top. So I'm looking at gold, we're at a supportive region on gold as well at the moment. I published this article yesterday, 850 views, not too bad. We're keeping it short, sweet and simple, tying in the fundamental announcements there as well. And as I say, when the app is released into early 2018, all of this stuff will come through as notifications, so you guys know where to get your top news and top technicals overall. So we had a great result thus far. So over to the euro dollar at the moment. Let's have a look at the higher time frames. Let's have a look at, first of all, the weekly. So weekly time frames on the euro dollar, because again, there's been a lot of confusion in the market, especially with people's bias, etc., etc. Now, this is what I see in the market. First and foremost, on this weekly time frame on the euro USD, it's very messy. It's very choppy. However, all of these levels hold quite a lot of significance in my eyes, especially 1.1925. So we've got 1.1925. I'll just zoom into the chart for you guys for a second. Okay, so 1.1925, we tested that last week. The body closed below and tested it. After testing it, we spiked above, body closed back below. Previous week, we were forced into that region. After, can you see the moving averages? Moving averages are crossed over to the upside. Let me just look at the monthly as well. Looking at the monthly time frame, after breaking out of that region now, which I have covered on various videos, especially for the technical floor members on Everything FX, we've broken out. I thought we were personally going to get a retest of 1.1450, but we didn't actually get that. What's quite important though, and what we can see alternatively, is this high over here. If we take a region from the supportive zone, the bottom of the candle, to the top of the candle, the top wick of the candle right there, we can see clearly last month we came right into that region, guys. We came into the region, spike 1, closed above it, again spike 2, but not only did we come into the region and close back above, we actually spiked through the moving average. Moving average, dynamic area of support there as well. So looking at this on a monthly perspective, a new month as we come into December now, what we can see is that we have a reversal formation, retesting the supportive zone, the supportive region on Euro USD. So all we can really say to ourselves once analyzing this is Euro USD on the monthly, we did come back into the supportive region. We didn't quite make 1.1450, but we also pinned the MA, dynamic area of support, into December now. We are more or less hugging 1.1925, but I'm expecting upside. I'm expecting further upside on this pair throughout this month. So I am looking at this breaking through, and this is quite a significant zone too, because if you study closely, we can see spike above, close below, spike above, close below. Even here, last month, spike above, close below. We spiked above it last few days. Body is currently below. But if we just look at the PA, we've come all the way up, all the way down to the retest of support. And now I'm looking at price forcefully breaking this zone. Up here as well, we got the flat line of the EMA 2, which also acts as a dynamic area of resistance, a price magnet, if you will. And as I say, you know, I can see this breaking through, maybe even in the next few days. We do have non-farm payroll as well, which could be a catalyst for the volume to come and smash through that level, because you can see here clearly, just looking at this as a standard area of resistance, you can clearly see that there's been issues. We need some more volume to push this thing higher. So that's a monthly perspective. I'm just going to remove this for now. Coming into the weekly perspective on this pair, once more we can see the MAs are up, the bodies remain above, price action remains above the moving averages, as you can see if I remove the candlesticks. Last week we can see market came back into this region right here. This is a daily region. This will make more sense in a moment as I switch down to the daily time frame. And even here too, we can see this week has already come into that region, but I'm looking at an explosive move, guys. For the hopefully by the end of the week, we can see this region being achieved. 1.1995 to 1.2033. So you're looking at around 38 to 40 pip region, this highlighted zone right here. However, what's very, very, very important, and what's going to be very, very, very significant, is this here, November highs. Now I've already got that label from gold. That's not November highs, sorry. That's label from my gold analysis I was doing yesterday. We have multi-year highs. And those multi-year highs sit at 1.20, let's just say 95. 1.2095 multi-year highs. Overall price structure, if we take the PA from the monthly, which I've just broken down after that retest of the region and so forth, and that strong bullish closure of November, I'm actually looking at these multi-year highs being taken out, looking at price coming to take this zone clean out and maybe even pop a little bit higher. Ultimately, I did put this on EFX on my today's technicals yesterday actually, 1.2400. I'm expecting euro dollar to be at 1.2400 by January, February 2018. So what does that mean for the US dollar? Let's have a look at the dollar index. Here we go, dollar index. So dollar index overall, dollar has been sliding throughout the year. Also, guys, if you want dollar index news, top page here, I update this every 3 or 4 days. This is my most recent dollar index article, this piece here, 1,136 views. Thank you, everybody. Again, I've just tried to keep it as relevant, straightforward as possible. Sat on daily support at the moment, etc., etc. You can go and read that through. But ultimately, on the weekly time frame, MAs are down, trend is still down. This is the daily supportive region there. I'm going to remove that for now because that article is done and dusted. I'm looking at the dollar index pushing lower, dollar to lose more strength, pushing past 91, 91.30 and coming to 90. That means for me that if the dollar index is still on a bear run, if this thing tanks, if this thing tanks, we are looking at the Euro USD pushing up higher. So that more or less correlates. That we do have a nice pattern there. The jigsaw puzzle is more or less in alignment. What I can also see here on the daily time frame now, as we zoom in, we can see carved out a bottom and a base just above 1.1710 2 weeks ago, into the highs, into the resistance, and we're carving out a base once more. What's very important though is yesterday's close. If we look at the wicks, we have yesterday's closure, the wick came into and beyond the moving averages into the supportive region. We have last week, We have a wick coming straight through that supportive region as well, but closing back above. Previous, same thing, wick into the region, and again, wick into the region. If you notice, if I really line that up from the bodies here to the top wick and bring it across, we have price action used this as huge resistance recently, closed back below, again here. Then we broke out, then we tapped onto the outer boundary, then we came in and look at the body here, one body, two body, the body's perfectly closed and aligned straight above to the pip as to where I've put the region right there on this daily time frame. Spike 1, spike 2, spike 3, spike 4. In alignment with the weekly and even the monthly, we're looking at the euro dollar coming up, rebounding from where it is now and coming into the 1.2 zone. If I take it a little bit lower, what we can potentially see here and wait for is, well, more importantly on the 4-hour time frame, if we take this into consideration here, where we have this price is building up, but what's a key pointer, something that we really need to take into consideration, is that we've just had this spike into the zone, which is a higher low in comparison to this low here, bullish engulfing. Again, price engulfed, come back, we close back above the moving averages there. But what we really want to wait for, guys, is the price to, and come back into this zone, no problem, but we want the price to come through, we want to break out of this region, could even maybe knock its head back on 1.1925 before going higher. So I'm expecting dollar weakness, I'm expecting euro dollar to break this pattern here, come higher and take out eventually that multi-year high which I had labeled a few minutes ago on the weekly time frame. So that's my euro dollar analysis going forward. I keep it very clean, very simple, and after 2 or 3, or more or less, not last week but the previous 2 weeks of November, we had 2 very strong bullish weeks. We had a bullish month. All I'm doing is reading the price, going in alignment with what the price tells me. Technically euro is bullish, technically the dollar index is bearish, and we're looking for further downside. Could non-farm payroll, the result of non-farm payroll, reflect our technicals there and respect the overall trend and bias directions on both of these instruments? Who knows? Let's see. Careful trading this week, that's just my bias. Please just remember, again, if you want daily updates, come over to Everything FX, to today's technicals. Also, guys, Cryptonary is launching on December the 11th, and it's been doing extremely well since. Come to Cryptonary, get your first 2 complimentary lessons below. Sign up to the YouTube channel where we do all of the breakdowns for all of the cryptos and so forth. Some great stuff there. And yeah, as I say, keep up to date with the website. Many changes coming. We're always looking at improving our service and improving the quality information given out by the team. So that's the euro dollar. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just to mention as well, the previous GBP USD video came into fruition very nicely. The one that Nat did. We had some great comments and great feedback on that. Please give us some feedback on this video, and I will check in a few weeks for another video full of analysis and trading tips. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. Peace out.